Hey dudes, it's PDubs, and on today's episode, we are talking about the greatest arcade game of all time. That's right, Gottlieb's 1982 Q-bert, designed by Warren Davis and Jeff Lee, one of the most popular and recognized brands from the golden age of arcade games, has made its way once again into your homes, courtesy of a wonderful company called New Wave Toys and their Replicades mini 1/6 scale arcade division of products. I've reviewed several of these on my channel, absolutely love New Wave Toys and what they do, but this is my favorite game of all time. Did they do it justice? The New Wave Toys Q-bert Replicade measures 11.3 inches high by 4 inches wide by 5 inches deep, and it weighs 2.4 pounds. It's made of real wood, real arcade components, and also real arcade ROM gameplay. It doesn't get any better than that. This thing even has a Q-bert knocker built inside as well. And honestly, nobody does it better than New Wave Toys when it comes to making miniature replicas of real arcade machines. You have the iconic Q-bert cabinet shape, the iconic cabinet artwork on the side, and everything is just done to perfection. Real T-molding along the edges of the cabinet, that bright yellow finish and paint job, real wood, iconic artwork. Out of all the mini arcades in your collection, this one is going to pop and stand out the most side by side with the others. On the front kick plate of the arcade cabinet, you have a beautiful mini coin door with light up buttons, and the buttons are functional. The player 1 button is for inserting your coins, just like a real arcade machine. You just press it to insert coins to start your game. The red light up button, the player 2 one on the right hand side, that's for accessing the menus, changing dip switch settings, switching between games, etc. And as we pan up here, you could tell the front edge of that control panel, the marquee, bezel artwork, control panel, everything looks just like a real Q-bert arcade machine. I mean, the attention to detail on this control panel is amazing. And not only do we have our player 1, player 2 start buttons, but we also have a fantastic 4-way joystick, an awesome replica of the original unique Q-bert joystick, and the artwork and all the attention to detail on the artwork, on the bezel artwork. It's just fantastic. This thing is stunning. Now, usually these New Wave Toys Replicades, they come in anywhere from $120 to $160, depending on when you purchase them and from where. And there's a lot of reasons why. Not only is it the attention to detail and the quality of the build, but also the options included. You have HDMI out, in case if you wanted to play this on a TV. You have USB ports, 2 of them, in case you wanted to play with controllers, either on the unit itself or on the television. You have your micro USB port for charging, and then you have your volume slider up top, as well as your power button up top as well. Not only do the New Wave Toys mini arcade cabinets come in a collector's box, which I do keep all the boxes, they also give you goodies, man. Goodies with your purchase. You get these mini coins to go with your cabinet, as well as they always include an instruction manual. What I love about the cover, the front and back of the cover of this manual, is it's printed in the same color and style that the original instruction manual was that came with the arcade machine. This is exactly what it looked like. I have one of these downstairs, and that is the exact back of it as well. And of course, all the arcade machines will also come with a USB to micro USB cable in order to get power to your device. You'll have to bring your own power adapter plug, or use something like, for instance, I'm using my Numbskull Polybius power station right now to power this thing, as well as the game over sign that's going on right now. So it's always nice to have additional toys to light up your displays. And of course, let's talk about this marquee. New Wave Toys hit a home run with this light up marquee. It looks fantastic in person, and so does this screen. New Wave Toys always puts in quality screens for us to use to play these. Oh, look at that, dub, high score. Always good to see just the quality that New Wave Toys puts in these products. I mean, just take a look at it. This thing's got the original arcade ROM, it's got the original voices, sound effects from the games, everything. You can hit the player 2 button to get into the settings. You can turn the backlight, you could adjust the brightness, you can turn the marquee on and off, you could turn the knocker on and off. You could also choose between what game, because this does come with 2 games. You got Q-bert, as well as Faster, Harder Q-bert. I usually just play regular Q-bert. What's interesting is, and one opportunity for improvement is, if the knocker's turned on, when you have this in attract mode running in your arcade, you're going to hear it click Whenever it runs through the attract mode and it shows Coily fall off the pyramid, during the attract mode, you're going to hear the knocker click. I could see that possibly wearing it out or just being annoying, hearing this big click whenever the knocker fires. So if you're going to run this thing on attract mode, I would probably just turn the knocker off. Just thinking of this thing from a longevity standpoint. You could adjust the scan lines. You could also turn the attract mode audio on or off, etc. Enter service mode. A lot of great options. Now, as I've said in other product reviews I've done for New Wave toys and their mini Replicades, usually for me, these are collector pieces only. I really don't play them. They're more for show and tell on the shelf in my arcade, things like that. I do whenever I dust them and clean things off, I'll play them for a bit, so I might play them like once a month or something of that nature. Obviously, Q-bert's a fantastic game, one of my favorites. I might pull this off the shelf and play it more often than the others. And it plays really, really well. The joystick and the sound and the music and the little knocker that fires. It just went off when Coily fell off. It all works really, really good. And I just love Q-bert. And I'm kind of good at it. And not only does this thing play awesome in handheld mode, as you just saw, but it also plays amazing on the television. So for instance, I have this hooked up via HDMI to my computer monitor, and I have a controller plugged in to the USB port, just an Xbox 360 controller, and we're playing some Q-bert, and it's a blast on my television, playing the original arcade ROM and all that kinds of stuff. And a big win for being able to enter your initials and save everything to the leaderboard. Look at Dubs at top. I'm going to fill that page up. It does save your high scores. So for some final thoughts on here, if you were part of the pre-orders, you got to buy this like me for I think about 130 bucks. If you missed out on the pre-orders, once all pre-orders are filled, they'll be on their website for sale for 160 bucks. I'll have a link for that in the video description below, so you can keep your eyes out on that. I absolutely think this is worth every penny that I spent on it. It's Q-bert, it's New Wave Toys. I hate to tell you guys this, but you knew this was going to get a positive review from me. I love this thing, but I want to know what you think. Leave me your comments, feedback, reactions below. Give us a thumbs up on the way out, and thank you for subscribing.